good position going into the lead right now. It's going to be an interesting one to see what he decides to do now. He could try and make a break for it.
Yeah, certainly could. Let's see whether he's able to do that. 1 minute and 20 left of attack mode as he comes across in front from Mortara. Then Nico Müller in third position. Of course, Porsche have had great last year, actually, but Oliver Rowan was able to snatch victory from their fingers after that laugh, following David Beckham going into the wall.
The Costello's now starting to make moves with his attack mode, but he dropped off the half of the attack mode just to get on the back of the pack as his teammate Vichetti wisely lets him pass. No point fighting that. They're on different strategies at this point in the race.
Yeah, Evans is a race engineer, has constantly on the blower, saying to then so he's going for
Muller's got more energy likely at this point in the race. Pascal Wehrlein is going to be able to slipstream Muller and try and be a bit more efficient and recover some of that deficit.
Yeah, Pascal Wehrlein then now into second place with his teammate Nico.
Energy numbers, everyone's sort of similar, aren't they? No real anomalies in those numbers that we're seeing. So despite using a bit more attack mode, well, you've won at all. So to your point, the slipstream behind Muller.
You see the race pace picking up on the lap time. Then Skip Knight also on the cost. There's still a minute of attack mode then remaining to go at this for the entire section. This is one of the hardest areas to overtake. You can see how they're tippy-toeing their way past the crowd as they make their way through to lap 28. It's the last cut off of the now for the Swiss driver, tipped him in third, and then Wehrlein in fourth. So you've got four Porsche powertrains inside the top five at the moment.
And the interesting one is Muller and Mortara still have two attack modes to take. They're looking really strong.
Nick de Vries's car, which is still stricken at the moment, as you can see. It's quite deep in the runoff area, so it's not in a particularly dangerous place, but they still need to get that car off of the live circuit.
If you can't move that, there's the
race.
The two guys who I've mentioned recently, the two leaders, they're looking very, very strong right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, the strategists will be furiously recalculating both here at the circuit.
On the track. So just be aware that we are trying to reach the car at the number 1.
So that's, of course, to get Nick de Vries' car recovered. So Müller moving left in play, likewise good to Evans. Let's have a look at what happened, though, going down in towards the complex then. So it's kind of 6 in 1 there, because you can see Matthias Penske giving no room, because he was attacking against Da Costa, and then Rowlands forced the grass on the outside.
They're almost full wide going to the corner. It's never going to work.
So look.
Yeah, I mean, Da Costa was trying to avoid going in the back of Matthias Penske, and unfortunately Rowland, he happened to be on the left at that same point. So it's just one of those things. 4 into 1 never works. You know, when you put yourself on the outside, you always put yourself in a position of risk. Unfortunately, on this occasion for Ollie, it didn't work out.
Yeah, because he lost all those positions, and then literally here, the full course yellow came.